Good morning, YouTube. It's a partly sunny day. It's about 4 degrees, something like that. And I haven't been riding for a couple weeks. So it's good to get out on the bike. I'm on Lucy here. Yeah, things have been a little unsettled the last 2 weeks, something like that. Some personal stuff that I've been moving through. Gotta do it. Years ago, when my wife was going through some terrible times physically, and she became almost completely disabled, well, both mentally and physically, because she had hydrocephalus and a heart problem, and it all had to be dealt with at once. And it took a great amount of effort on my part to get the doctors to look in the right places to diagnose her properly. And I finally got that done, and I took care of her, and it was quite a long time. She's fine now. She's like perfect. But during that time, I kept up my strength, right? Because I had to. I had to be there for her. So no time for any weakness or getting down about it, that type of thing, or being overly stressed so I wouldn't make good decisions. So I was on it, and that was good. But lately she had a little bit of a scare. I won't go into it, but it involved an infection, and I, for some reason, all the, I guess, built up stress that I couldn't show a couple years ago when she was in dire straits seemed to be hiding in my body, in my mind, in the background. And this occurrence just recently, over the last few weeks, it wasn't a big deal, but for some reason it triggered all the repressed emotions that I had. And I was kind of over-responding, worrying to a great degree, and oh man, it was really getting me. And then I realized what was happening, so of course I could then look at it, understand it, and turn it around, right? And so that was a trigger, to release all those repressed emotions. That was a trigger, but also my brother passed away about 2-3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I'm terrible on time keeping, but and his problem started with an infection in his toe, and it quickly spread and was, hang on. Yeah, it quickly spread, and they couldn't control it. And for the next couple of years, he had to have nurses come in to drain the wound and change his dressings, and it spread up to, his ankle, then higher. Long story short, last year they amputated his leg from the knee down because gangrene was setting in, and they just couldn't control it. And after they had amputated his leg, they discovered that he had a rare form of leukemia, and it was terminal. I mean, talk about disaster upon disaster, right? But he took it really well. He's a strong person, and I was amazed at how positive he was throughout. But though he was doing well on the chemo, he got pneumonia, and sadly he passed away. And I think that triggered me as well, you know, with my wife having an infection that was in her hand. And I just realized I left my turn signal on. I don't usually do that. Oh well. Well, I'll forgive myself. Anyway, yeah, it was an infection in her hand, and it wouldn't go away and kept coming back. And had to go to emergency, and they drained it, on and on. Anyway, I suppose in the background of my mind I had these worst case scenarios playing in my head. Anyway, I don't want this to be a pity me party here, but just to share that with you, because I'm sure there are some of you out there that are either going through something similar or have had something similar happen where, you know, you've been strong and all, and all those repressed emotions come out later at inopportune times. So the moral of the story, I guess, is, yeah, it's okay to push those things down when you have to be strong, but make sure that you're aware and own them so that they don't haunt you and come out in ways that are not good. If you own it, you can change it. That's how I feel about all these things. Anyway, like I say, she's doing okay now. The wound is healing. I'm pretty sure of that. We're doing the right things. So all is good. All is right with the world. And that's something I have been trying to convince my subconscious of. All is right with the world. It's okay. It's funny that, isn't it? Life, it offers everything at every moment. And your circumstances and how you respond to them dictate what you pull out of that plethora of offerings. So you can pull the bad stuff, you can pull the depression out of it, or you can pull effectiveness and right action and happiness, joy. Yeah. To a big degree, it's choice, right? So I'm going to head back now. I've had a nice ride. I enjoyed it. Had a stop by the lake there. That was good. Always ways to relieve stress, right? Especially if you own a motorcycle. So let me know in the comments what you think and what are your experiences with trapped emotions that come out at inopportune times, and how you find your way out of that. And if anything I have conveyed is of help to anyone, that would be wonderful. So leave a comment and tell me your stories. You have a great day. Ride safe. Have fun. And I will catch you on another one.